From KETK, you're watching East Texas Live.
Welcome back to East Texas Live. Cybercrime is a big business, and unfortunately, that's bad business for small to mid-sized companies who are the target for more than half of all cyber attacks. Joining us now is Michelle Mills from the Better Business Bureau. She's here to talk to us about what businesses can do to protect themselves. How are you doing today?
I'm great. How are you, David?
I'm doing all right. But also, just talk about how big of a problem this is.
It's a huge problem, and it increases every year. Back in 2015, it was it cost us about $3 trillion. This year, it's forecasted that it's going to cost us $9.5 trillion, and next year, $10.5 trillion. So it just continues to increase every year. And what that boils down to is about $300,000 a second is what it costs us. So we're all online nowadays. I mean, it's not really that much of a surprise that hackers are going to try to take advantage of us because we're online all the time. So unfortunately, it does still cost us a lot of money.
Yes, ma'am. And so what are some of the trending cyber security threats affecting businesses?
So what we're seeing a lot are the business email compromise scams. And what those are is you receive an email from somebody high up in the company, and it's asking you to give personal information. Could be your employee information, which could include social security numbers and really personal information, maybe even banking information, because you're doing direct deposits and things like that. Or they might be asking you for your customers' information. Again, might have access to some of that account information. So, but it looks like it's somebody from high up in the company, CEO, CFO, HR director, things like that. But when you hover over the name, it's really not them. It's just a random number of letters and emails, and letters and numbers. It's not really a company email address, but most of us don't check those things right away. So that's how they get in that way. The other thing that we'll see is that somebody from the company downloads malware, which sometimes scammers will take that and hold your information ransom, right? And you don't want that information to go out. So companies have paid millions and millions of dollars to get their information back. And sometimes the scammer doesn't even hold up to their end. No surprise, they don't hold up their end of the deal. And so that company information is distributed not the way the company wants to. So those are the main things that we're seeing right now.
And would you tell people to kind of like slow down and take their time? Because what's the biggest message y'all are trying to get people to understand with this?
It is a big problem, and it can cost companies a lot of money. In fact, a lot of companies end up shutting down within months after this happens to them. So really important. Main thing is have good passwords and make sure that your staff is educated on what to look for.
Yeah, we always have to do those different quizzes, but
yep.
I heard BBB is hosting an event to help businesses next Wednesday. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes, so we're partnering with DataMax, and they're going to be presenting at our office, which is at 6115 New Copeland Road, and they are going to be talking about the best practices on how to keep your company safe from cyber attackers. It's $5 for BBB accredited businesses, and we do provide lunch for that. If you're not a BBB accredited business, we still want you to come. It's $25 for that, and you can register by going to our website, bbb.org.
And what kind of things are y'all going to be talking about right now?
We're just going to be talking about the best practices, what to look for, maybe even some things on how you can test your staff, different things like that, so that you can make sure that your company's data is secure.
And I heard y'all had a free leadership class. How did the first one go, and when is the next one?
Really well. We have another leadership class on October 18th. That Blue Egg Leadership is doing that workshop for us, and that is online. So you don't even have to leave to do it.
Yes, well, thank you so much for coming in and telling us all about how to stay safe.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. For more information, you can go to the website right here on your screen.